Hey y'all, Carol Norby here. You're at my Stampin' Carol Lots of Crafty Goodness page, or you're on my YouTube channel. Today was my class. We had a great time making cards. The theme was Let Me Call You Sweetheart. And one of them was definitely a Valentine card. The other could be anniversary, some to that effect. So this will be a little bit long video, but we'll get started and you can join in if you haven't, even if you didn't take my class or had a kit. I hope you're inspired. So I'll flip the phone over and we'll get started. Hang on. Okay. That's my website name right there. All of these cards had been posted at one time or another for your viewing pleasure, and so that you can, if you wanted to buy something, any links that I have on my posts are to affiliates that I have an account with. You can buy through my links and I will get a small commission at no charge to you. So this was our first card. I started them off with the challenge card. That one was a challenge. I'll have to say that. So let's see if I can get myself in here. So you got the pieces, and I put a lot together. As you can see, I had there's a little bit of goop on there. The pendant I backed with the mirror silver. I added the links, and I glued the word on there. So we'll get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to glue this to the folded card base. And let's see which side has some of the, when you use a paper trimmer, sometimes you have a little bit of a rough edge. I try to use my sanding blocks to remove that edge. So I always like to look and see which side that was. If I use my other paper cutters, they generally don't, my big guillotine type or my rotary. Okay, so I've got to trim a little edge off of here, which I haven't done. I'm going to set this piece aside, and this is where we get a little tricky. Now you can either, the necklace, there is a texture on the right side and not on the wrong. So we've tried it. I seen gals, I told them to do it this way because you want this overhanging a little bit, but it's hard to adhere that down. You're going to pop it. So I seen one try it this way, and I thought, well, that works too. So I will do it both ways. I'll grab my foam. This foam tape I get from scrapbook.com. It's 1 inch wide. I can cut it. When I am playing with it on my desk, I usually have it between my knees. That's just a good spot to hold it, because then when I cut, I'm hanging on to it. So there's that one, and then we'll do this one with that, and we'll see which works. You just never know. I'm a little later today. A bunch of us went out for lunch after class. Oh, so cool. I love my ladies. Oh, they're such sweethearts. And someday, I hope, I'm waiting, once school is out, I'm sure Anna will join us. She's a school teacher. Okay, so you're going to come up, as you can see here, I'm going to come up just a little bit from the bottom. That way I can make sure, get these kind of the angle I want. And that should, see now, get that up here. See, just overlaps, because I want it to reach all the way up. So then I'll do stick that down. Get this one, so get this. I'm trying not to be too hurried. There we go. And then run this one through. That actually works pretty decent too. So you're going to put a little bit of glue on the ends. Get that out of my way for the moment. And glue them down. I'm going to scoot that one out of the way. Flip this one over. And adds, whoo, my Barely Art glue got a little runny there. That's different. Okay. So I want to be careful that I don't smear my paper. Okay. Hold that down for a moment. Okay, can you see I'm kind of out of the picture here? I'm going to shake that up a little bit. Okay. It's the first time I've had that kind of separate, but I love this Barely Art glue, and you can get it if you click on my go to my website and click on the Spellbinders link in the right sidebar. You can get it. Okay, get this. It's going to overlap ever so slightly. Good. I didn't quite get that there, but that works. Okay, hold it down a little bit to let the adhesive start working. This you're going to pop right in the middle, so you want to try to cover that. Also the chain. So, but if you don't, hopefully your glue is in pretty good shape. So I'm going to just make sure that's down. So we had a good time today. Oh my gosh, I had 5 gals and brought my used stuff that no longer loved for sale. They support me quite well. We had so much fun. I know the last 2 projects we did required coloring, and so I usually try to make those last at the end of the game so that I'm going to sand up, make sure I get this straight. Okay, that's pretty even. Get that out of the way. Flip over. I'm going to trim those off. Okay, and then at this point, you're going to glue it. You're going to adhere directly onto that. And if you notice, I've got some, oops, I better get that back in there. One of my gals just bought some Barely Art glue, and I was helping her get it set up and ready. Oh, my fingers don't want to work. I think that has to do a little bit with age, too. Just can't hold on. So you can see I added some stickles. Just nice glue stickles, gold stickles, just 3 little dots. I do tell them to have a piece of scrap paper and put a dab out so that you get any spits and air out of it, and it always helps. So that's basically that card. Okay, so I'll move it away on the other side here, get that up there. The second card we did was this one. So get that out. We did this card. This is a new die set from Spellbinders. It's Romantic Slimline die set. It's really cool. Really, really cool. And I've played with it a bunch. I did do stickles, the pink stickles down here, but it didn't. It's not doing so good. So anyway, what we're going to do, set that up there. We're going to adhere the pink to here. I'm going to center it. So, and you can tell there's a right and a wrong side to die cuts. So this is the right side, so this is the wrong side. And I'm just going to run my ATG gun right down there. I love this ATG gun. It is very old. Very old. I've had it, let's see, we've been here for almost 15 years, so I've had it almost 16 years. So this is where I kind of run out of viewing space, but you're going to put that on there, right there. And then you're going to tie this ribbon, this twine around. Can you see that? What I do, I actually hold the blue piece with my knees at this position. I start off with about 3 inches of twine and wrap it around 2, 3, and then I tie it. So hang on, I'm going to do it real quick with my My knees do a good job as a third hand when I have to do something like this. And I was helping them, a couple of my gals just could not get that idea, and I did it for them. They go, oh, wow, that's interesting. So there it's tied. And then you're going to kind of bend it. Get it where you want it. Even it up. That's a little bit big. And then make sure it's centered. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Gonna even up the ends. Now, if you want, come back in and add a dab of glue there when the card is completed to hold your bow together. You can come on this side and add some foam tape there. I'll do it right now, one of your sticky dots or whatever you're using. It's just to help hold it in place right there. But I'm not going to adhere it. Well, I guess I could adhere it, so I'm going to go ahead and pop it on here. But I had them add their love you first. And these are from a die set, the stamp and die set I got from scrapbook.com. Oh, what's the name of that? It's by Hero Arts. There's the big Love You. Here's all the stamps. It's really cool. This is called Love You Stamp and Cut Extra Large. And I really like that. I really like that. That is a nice set. So I'm going to get all of these on here. And since this is a slim line, you're going to use a little bit more foam to adhere it down. Now this envelope, this card will fit in a standard business envelope. And without any problems, I make sure that I don't have, you know, you don't have to have an extra large something. Since there's not a whole lot on this card, it's not going to require extra postage. It shouldn't. I'm not going to guarantee that either. I've had some that surprised me. So, okay, so we'll get that there. Actually, you should be able to figure this one out at this point, but anyway, so after having lunch and hurrying home, it's like I am so full, just full. So I'm going to center this, line up the ends, make sure it's right in the middle where I want it. There. And then you're going to pop your words on here. Now this one I added some stickles, again, pink stickles. I had these two colors with me. The Distress I'm not too wild about because they don't, they seem to get a little skimpy. Maybe it's me. So anyway, you're going to pop the words on there, and then that card is complete. Next card. Okay, so the next one we did was the Otter. Oh my gosh, this one pretty much is a Valentine card. So there's the card we did. There's my Otter. This was really an easy card. The longest thing about this was coloring. And this is a very fun Art Impressions stamp set called Valentine Critters stamp set. So this is pretty easy. So, and they got some pearls. You're going to use the red gems for this. So you're going to adhere this piece to this piece. And this is relatively fast. I got this paper at the Paper Collage in Peoria, Arizona, just to the west side of Phoenix. I love that store. Pam is the sweetest thing. Oh my gosh. And I spend bucks there. Her paper is quality. So that's going to go on there. It's going to adhere flat on here. So we didn't do a lot of popping on this card because just really didn't need it. I used the Heart and Soul embossing folder from Spellbinders. You're going to roughly center this. I found it easier to center it before I adhered it down to the card base. So then now you're going to put it on the card base. Just real simple stuff. Okay. And you're going to center this. Most of these cards will probably be going out to family members. Okay, set that aside. You're going to pop, or going to adhere this to this. I used the Fluted Rectangles die set from Spellbinders. I'll get this on here. I hope I'm staying in your point of vision here. I suppose I could move that down a little bit. So, move my camera a little bit more. So this is going to go right here. And then you're going to pop this right in the center there. You're going to add the 2 red gems on each side of the words. So that's that card. And then the last card. Move stuff out of my way so I can do this. Okay, is this card. Isn't that cute? Those little gnomes. Oh my gosh, I just love this. I'm going to move this just a hint. There we go. Does get a little dark over here. My lights are not the greatest for getting down here. Again, I use the Heart and Soul embossing folder, and you're going to adhere this to the base. My ATG gun works so much better when it's got a new roll of tape in there. The other day I was trying to do something and I ran out of tape. But when you get to the end of it, it just like doesn't want to roll. Okay. I'll have to trim that. I didn't get that up there really good. So then you're going to pop this love on there. Use your glue pen or your Bearly Art glue or something with a real fine tip and adhere that heart right there. That heart is from Whimsy Stamps. It's called Connected Hearts Frame die set. You're going to color your gnomes. You're going to cut the center out. Normally this center is not cut out, so you're going to cut that out and color. And you're going to pop that right in the middle. Then you have 3 little pearls, and you're going to put them on your card where you want. I just put mine there. And that's the cards. So I'm going to, now I'm going to show you what we're doing next month. Next month, the class is February 25th. So we're doing 2 guy cards and 2 gal cards as per request. I've just started. I do have this up on my stampandcarol.com under upcoming events. This class is already listed. So this uses an Art Impressions stamp set called Real Cool Guys or something to that effect. Then I've got the horse, cowboy. I do not know where this die comes from. I do believe it was given to me. And by looking at it, I'm kind of thinking it was by Wish. Now, I don't typically buy from Wish. I think they robbed the actual people that created the die. I think, they basically steal the design. So I wouldn't have bought it, but they knew I was from a cowboy country. I used to ride horses a lot. I helped move cattle. So I have that. This one, I used to cut and emboss folder from Spellbinders. They no longer make it. When this class is over, I'll probably be selling this one. So that's feminine. And this is from Pink Fresh, Vertical Greetings. And then we're making this one. This die is beautiful. And I got it through scrapbook.com, and I can't think of who made it. It's called Daisy Edger. But we'll be doing different colors because I'm going to be using up excess paper. But isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? So that is next month's class. You'll only be making one of these daisy cards. I'm just showing you the 2 different colors that I made mine from. So that is my class today. I'll bring you back. So anyway, I hope you're inspired. And if you have a kit and didn't come to class. Like, I have a couple of gals that get kits, so hopefully this helps them. So y'all have a great day. We'll see what happens next week. I've got to do some research to find a card to make next Wednesday. We'll see what happens. So anyway, have a wonderful weekend, and God bless you, and keep being crafty. Bye-bye.